Alright folks, it's Watchman here. So, I was just doing one of my ruck marches like I normally do, and I was just thinking about some tips and tricks for rucking, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So, first of all, this is my kit. Alright. And before any of you fat, lazy patriots say anything, yes, you do want this much gear. Okay? Most of the space in this ruck is my sleeping bag. And I do have my winter and my summer in here right now. But, because it's the 3-piece sleeping system. So, yes, you do want this much gear. Like I said, you want a sleeping bag. You want extra water, food, maybe some extra medical supplies. You want warm weather gear, extra uniforms, even an extra pair of boots, right? An e-tool, all that. I can go into another layout video in the future. But now if it's the summertime, you can downgrade a little bit, and that's going to mitigate for the heat and how much you're going to sweat and work. Anyway, so it's going to be about even because it's hotter in the summer. You got to work more. So then you can shed off some weight because it's not going to get as cold. But even right now, it's November, and I'm out here basically in the desert. It's kind of nice. There's a lot of vegetation out here. Not quite the desert, but it's a desert. Most people would say that. But even out here, it's 90 during the day. Then you get down at night and it gets down to the 40s, sometimes colder. So you do want that much gear on you. Now vehicles are nice, but they're nice until they break down, right? They're nice until you run out of gas. And not only that, but they're loud and they're big, they're visible, all these things. They're not very good at stealth. And they're easy to just plant a bomb on the side of the road and blow up. So you ask any veteran of Iraq what he prefers, mounted versus foot patrol. He says he's going to say foot patrol. Why? Because it's safer. Because you're going slow, taking your time, you can scan your surroundings, situational awareness, that's called, right? And you can check the road for IEDs. It's safer that way. Maybe it's not as pleasant or comfortable, but stop making excuses and get off your lazy butt. Now, as for when you're rucking, the order I put my gear in is plate carrier, rifle, and then my rucksack. And I'll explain why. So, you want to be able to throw your ruck off at a moment's notice. And if your rifle is above your ruck, in other words, if you do plate carrier, ruck, and then rifle, you can put your rifle on last. Your rifle sling, and you should have a sling. Anybody who's watching the Kyle Rittenhouse trial right now should know how important a sling is. And it's just, it makes it a lot easier. But if you have in that order, plate carrier, ruck, and then rifle, you try to take your ruck off, your rifle is going to get in the way, and you're going to be all messed up, right? Now, with that being said, since your rifle is going to go on second, and your ruck's going to go over it, if your sling isn't set up correctly, it can get stuck, right? So you want to make sure you got a good sling, and you want to make sure that you can bring it up when you need to, because the enemy doesn't care that you're rucking and you got heavy gear on and it's hot outside. They're going to shoot at you anyways. In fact, that's the best time to shoot at you. So, just to demonstrate, make sure you can bring your rifle up at any time. Okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is what I said. Because in a moment's notice, you gotta be able to take your ruck off and bring your rifle up. If my rifle is not like that, in fact, I'll show you guys here what happens if your ruck, or if your rifle is on first or last. So I'm gonna put my ruck back on. All right. Now I'll get my rifle. And now I'm going to throw the sling over it. Now watch what happens. Now I'm stuck. My rifle is blocking my ruck from taking off. And now I can't even access my rifle. My hands are stuck. I gotta bring my ruck back up. Gotta take my rifle off. And then I gotta drop my ruck. Right? So there's that. So that's the tip I got for you. I will demonstrate it one more time. So you got the rifle. So I got my plate carrier on right now. That's all I got. Got a Camelback in the back. That's it, right? All the essential gear for your plate carrier. That's another video. So, got my plate carrier on. Then you put on your rifle. That's second. Then you put on your ruck. A ruck's always going to be a pain to get on and off, especially because I didn't loosen these straps. But there you go. It's on. That didn't take long. So like I said, you're doing your ruck march, getting from point A to point B to your next patrol base location. Because you only occupy a patrol base for 24 hours, right? That's another video. You can bring your rifle up. Even though your ruck straps are over your rifle sling, you can still bring your rifle up and engage the target. However, now, look how easy that is to take my ruck off. And I can engage. I can get down. I can run at the enemy. Because it's way easier to run without a 60-pound ruck, isn't it? Worry about that ruck later. Get the threat. Right? Because when you're getting shot at, it's life or death. And I have a better chance of living if I'm more mobile and I ditch that ruck. I can go back for it later. Now, it's not preferred. If I'm Superman, then I'll keep my ruck on. But I'm not Superman. So I'm going to prefer to be more mobile and engage that threat. I'll go back for it later. Now, hopefully when we're rucking, we don't take contact. Hopefully we do all our combat missions without our ruck. We just bring assault packs or just our weapons and ammo. But it is a situation that can and probably will happen. So that's one of my warrior tips. This was Watchman. And if you like more, if you want more of these videos, then I may or may not make them. So yeah.